Correctly. What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with a brand new review for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, you guys. This is season 4, episode 11, you guys, and this episode was titled, let's see what this episode was titled again. It was titled, If I Could Churn Back Time, you guys. Now, I know you guys are used to me doing live reviews, but I decided today, since we are getting ready to go into Thanksgiving, that I would do a pre-recorded and upload it for you guys. And that'll be also tonight I will have Beverly, oh God, I gotta think about what to do for Married at First Sight. So Beverly Hills, Miami, as well as Sisters, those will be up tonight. And then I'm thinking maybe Friday we'll come back and do Married at First Sight. If I don't, because I don't want to record Married at First Sight, so I know we're gonna go live. It just won't be Thursday. We'll probably do Married at First Sight on Friday. And then Hot Topics, you guys. I'll film that tonight, and that'll be up for you guys first thing tomorrow as well. So, yeah, we'll have all that up. Now, before we go ahead and get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, shall we? All right, you guys. So before we get into the review, the reunion. So they filmed a reunion earlier this week. I feel like they filmed a reunion. If it wasn't yesterday, I think it was Monday that Salt Lake City filmed their reunion. And shout out to Monica Garcia, you guys, because Monica snagged the seat right next to Andy. I was like, okay, Monica, for your first season, you snagged the chair next to Andy, right? So I'll go in order of how they're sitting, and it's so interesting. Now, so the seating chart is Andy is center, right? So to Andy's left, which is going to be Heather is first seat, followed by Lisa. Then after Lisa,
I didn't get that.
I'm not talking to you. Then after Lisa, you have Angie K. And it's so interesting. I'm like, Angie, you had such a big beef with Meredith all season. But it goes to show that literally Angie K had no storyline this season. And so after Angie K, it is Mary is there. So like I said, so on the left side, it is Heather, Lisa, Angie, and then Mary. Now, to Andy's right, Monica is first seat, right? After Monica, it's Meredith. And then at the end, Whitney. I was like, wow. And Whitney, all of that pot stirring you've done this season, all the pot stirring, and you at the end of the couches. Now, I know that when it comes to reunions, they do say that the seating chart doesn't really make a difference 100%. So we'll see. I don't think that Whitney sitting at the end is going to be a problem for her. I think Whitney will be back. I think actually, I'm pretty positive the only person that I wouldn't want to see back for season 5 would be Angie K, because Angie brought nothing. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get into the episode, you guys. Now, I'm going to start up with Angie because Angie literally had nothing in this episode, and I was insanely bored watching her scene, right? So Angie and Sean went out on a date with each other, and the moment they sat down at that table, the guy brought out some sparkling water. I want to ask a question to people who drink sparkling water. I find it so nasty, especially the sparkling water that has flavor to it. I find them all to be the same nasty. Now, if there is a good brand out there of sparkling water, please let me know in the comment section, because I've tried to drink them. I can't remember. It's this one brand. I forgot the name of the brand. But sparkling water, especially, like I said, especially the ones with the carbonation and the flavor, it's like there's no flavor in it, right? Now, they're sitting down at this table with each other, and it's just very awkward. It was silent. I wonder how long that scene was, because they were just sitting there looking at each other for quite some time. And so after that, they finally did start talking. And, what's her name? Angie didn't even realize that her husband listened to country music. He said, I've always listened to country music. You just were so infatuated and in love with me that I guess you just paid no attention. And I was like, ugh, is that a good thing? No, it's not. It's not a good thing that you don't know what your spouse is into. Like, one of my exes was heavily into Beyonce, and I knew that, but also I am too. But at that time, I was like, yeah, I can't really admit that I really love Beyonce, but yeah, So you know about your partner, but damn, I think I don't wish anything negative on anyone, but I don't think they have anything in common besides their daughter Electra. Other than that, I don't see it. That's just my personal opinions. But hey, she told him that the country music was annoying, and he said the Humpty dance is annoying. I said the Humpty dance. I love the Humpty dance. But yeah, it wasn't much with them in this scene. Now let's pause here and move forward, you guys. Next up, you guys, we got Whitney. So we see Whitney and Angie. They are out with each other, and Angie. I don't know if you listened to yourself talk, but she was talking about the fact that they went on a date and how incredibly awkward it was. Then she talked about the fact that they have to schedule and it's fine that you guys have to schedule dates and you guys have busy schedules, right? That is understandable. The problem then comes in when she says she has to schedule sex. And I was with Whitney. I was like, you just do it. You don't schedule sex with your spouse. I mean, if you guys are getting to the point in your marriage where you're having to schedule things, that means there's a disconnect somewhere. And you got to sit down and be like, okay, we are drifting apart. We got to figure out a way to bring us back together. Because Whitney said at one point that she and Justin were kind of having some issues with each other. And I think they went out for their anniversary and they both asked each other, did they want to still do this? And she said she didn't know. I was like, but I guess y'all figured it out because y'all are still together, right? But the thing is with Angie, I'm like, this kind of plays into those rumors. And I'm not saying that what people are saying is true about Sean, but it kind of gives it some legs, right? Because if you're not going out on dates with your husband, if you're having to schedule sex with your husband, then obviously he is getting it he has to be getting it from somewhere else if you're not doing it for him. And on top of the fact that your daughter sleeps in the bed with you two and your daughter is in the double digits. I think she's 11, 12 years old. That speaks volumes to your relationship or lack thereof, because I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comment section below, you guys. I don't wish divorce on them, but I wouldn't be surprised if at the reunion it's revealed that they're separated, or if she isn't. I honestly hope Angie is not invited back for season 5. But if she's invited back for season 5, I wouldn't be surprised then if they announce the split. Just saying. No shade, no tea. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and we'll pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up, let's talk about Meredith. So you guys know Meredith and Seth had their podcast, right? And I didn't know the name of their podcast. The name of the podcast is Hanging by a Thread. I was like, oh, okay. It makes sense for them, right? But they've invited Whitney and Justin to be on the podcast. And I was actually with Whitney when she was like, well, Meredith, why are we invited to the podcast with the name Hanging by a Thread? And so Meredith was like, well, Whitney, I just invited you because, it doesn't mean that your marriage is hanging on by a thread. It just means you're an interesting couple. So we just wanted to bring you on. And I was like, okay, Meredith, I guess, right? They're an interesting couple. Now, they started the podcast out with asking them, where's the most interesting place that they've made whoopee? I was like, this sounds like the Newlywed Game. Because oh God, I just aged myself. The Newlywed Game, I used to love the Newlywed Game. Me and my grandmother used to watch it all the time. Now, Whitney says that the most interesting place that Justin and I have had sex was when I came to your office and I was under the desk and then someone came in and it was the head of HR. I was like, is that why Justin don't have his job as well? Because did y'all get caught? Yeah, like I was just like, okay, very interesting. I mean, have I ever done anything sexual at my places of employment? Let me think. I gotta think. Have I ever? I've never done anything at my place of employment. Never done anything at mine. Or have I? Have I? Have I? Have I? Have I? No, no, no. I have at someone else's though. I have at someone else's place of employment, but never at mine, right? Don't ask questions, you guys, please don't. So then they asked the question of them, what was the hardest thing that they had to go through in their marriage? And Whitney says, well, when Justin's dad died, he wasn't able to be there. He couldn't physically be there, so I was there. Now I'm gonna stop with this right here because she was being serious. So Justin wasn't able to be there for his dad's passing out. They didn't elaborate on why he wasn't able to be there for his dad's passing, but somehow I guess his mother was there, and so they locked hands like in the Notebook. Now I've never saw the Notebook, so that was a spoiler for me, huh? Because I ain't never saw that movie, but I don't think I'll ever see the Notebook. And so that was that was the hardest thing for them. And so with her, since he's been there so much for her, it was easy for her to be there for him in that time, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. Absolutely cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and we'll pause here and we'll move forward. There is a plane flying over my head, you guys. Next up is Monica, you guys. So Monica, we see Monica and she's talking to her oldest daughter. So she's getting ready to go to prom, right? And so they were talking about her dress, and then Monica told her daughter that she was prom queen, right? And so Monica went and got her photo album and brought it out and showed her daughter. And it's very interesting when Monica was. So I know there are people out there that don't necessarily like Monica. I know that there are people out there that feel like Monica's putting on for the show, which is quite possible. But I do think that some of the things that she talks about with her mother actually is real. But hey, you guys have your feelings. So she was talking about the fact that when her dad left, her mom just basically got rid of everything with her dad. So she doesn't have any memories of him, and she doesn't remember what her dad looks like. And I was like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. I get that her mom was mad about him leaving her, but damn, you just severed, you literally severed all ties. So your daughter doesn't remember what her dad looks like. And it is, I do feel bad for Monica, but Monica then showed her daughter her photo album when she was pregnant with her, and she showed her father, right? And so I guess Monica's ex-husband adopted her daughter. Now here's a question that I did have, and they didn't elaborate on it. I don't remember if Monica has even mentioned her daughter's father, because I was kind of wondering. I'm like, is the man still living or is he deceased? Because she said one day she saw her daughter on the floor. They did get married, but she saw her daughter on the floor and playing with a bag that had oxy in it. I was like, and from that moment on, she knew that she had to leave. And I was like, so did her dad OD or is he still with us? I was kind of confused, and I don't remember if Monica has mentioned that. Maybe she has. I don't remember. But let's pause here, you guys, and wrap up the episode. All right, you guys, so we're going to wrap the episode up with Heather. So Heather is having Lisa over to her home. Before that, we saw her. She's talking to her daughter, Ashley, and Ashley asked her how was the book tour. She told her that it was good, that Lisa wrote a custom rap for her. And she's telling her daughter how she wants to throw a luncheon for the ladies and have it be pioneer themed. Heather, 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 you and this pioneer shit gets on my nerves. The pioneers, I'm going to call them what they really were, colonizers. No shade to you, but all shade. They were colonizers. Now, when Lisa came over to her house, Heather had a spread of Wendy's. I was like, you just couldn't put it on a plate and just hand it to her? But she set it up like it was a big feast. I was like, okie dokie. As Lisa got there, she tore up her car. I was like, damn, girl, that means you can't drive. Now they talked about Jack's mission. I don't care about it. Moving forward. So Heather told Lisa that she wants to plan a trip for the girls, and she went out with Monica the night before, and they decided to go to Bermuda. Now you guys know that this is the first time that the Salt Lake City girls have gone on an international trip. Now you know Heather and Whitney were able to go on an international trip with the Ultimate Girls Trip when they went to Thailand last year, but this is the first time that the Salt Lake City girls, for their cast trip, it's international. It's not in the States, because season 1, you guys remember, they went to Vegas. Season 2, they couldn't go anywhere because season 2 and 3, they couldn't really go anywhere because of the stuff with Jen. And now season 4, they're able to leave the country. And so Heather told Lisa that she's talked to Monica, and she got Monica to agree to apologize to her. And so then we see all the ladies as they show up for this pioneer party, right? Normally, I don't agree with Lisa Barlow, but when Heather had them hideous clothes, I was with Lisa. I was like, I wouldn't want to wear that shit. I wouldn't want to wear that ugly ass bonnet and that whatever. No, I wouldn't want to wear any of that. Now, Monica came, and when she came, she spoke to Lisa, and she said, "Hi, Lisa." Lisa completely ignored her. Am I mad that Lisa ignored her? Not really. Not really. But she could have said, "Hi, Monica." "Hi, Monica." Or whatever. But it is what it is, right? Now, they started playing some games. You know, they started doing some things. They started churning butter. One person who was continuously churning a butter, Meredith Marks. I noticed throughout the whole thing, Meredith was churning that butter, churning the shit out that butter. Then they sat down, and Heather wanted to play a game and asked them about being on, if you're on they're on a wagon, and I guess like everybody's on the wagon, but you don't have room enough for everybody. Who would you kick off? Only one person was able to go, and that was Lisa. And she said she would kick Monica off because Monica is mean to women, and that sparked a whole argument between Monica and Lisa. And in that argument, Monica imitated Lisa. I hollered when she did the deep voice. I was like, oh my God. And Lisa, I'm kind of with Whitney. I'm not too keen. I don't know the history of all the, the types of, like the Jeffrey Dahmer types and the, Ted Bundy types. But I do believe that Ted Bundy wasn't the one who was a cannibal. I do believe that was Jeffrey Dahmer who was a cannibal. So like I said, they went back and forth at one point. They haven't even announced the trip. So Heather and Monica got up and walked away. And Monica told them, she said, "I'm not going to be able to go on the trip." And Monica felt like the ladies were ganging up on her with the situation with Lisa. I don't know if I see it that way, but you guys can let me know if you did. But I don't know if I saw it that way. So they went back to the table, but before that, Lisa came over and apologized to Monica. And then they were revealing what the trip is, and Monica once again reiterated, "I am not going on that trip. F it. Fuck it. I'm not going." And I can't say I blame Monica for not wanting to go. If you feel ganged up on, then you shouldn't do anything that you don't want to do. But that's the episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, you guys. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So as I said earlier, you guys, everything is going to be running as smoothly up until we get to Friday. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not mistaken. If I'm up to it, if I feel like it, you guys, it's gonna be dependent on how I feel and how this episode is tonight for Married at First Sight. If the episode gives me something, then we'll be live Friday for Married at First Sight, you guys. And I probably would do that early Friday morning, probably about 10 or 11 a.m. Just watch the community tab, and then if I do it, I'll post it and let you guys know. But I hope you guys have a great and happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys in the next one, you guys.